Hello, Lions, and welcome to Meridian Monday, September 30th at Linda Elementary School. I am Mr. Garcia, your assistant principal, and there is no other place I would rather be than right here with all of you on the Linda campus with this great staff and just such a wonderful place to be. Now, why Meridian Monday? Now, a meridian is the lines that go from north to south on a globe or on the earth. There are lines, imaginary lines, these are not real lines. But they go from north to south and they go from east to west. So all of these lines form a grid, okay? Kind of like if you ever look at like a number sign or a hashtag symbol or like even grid paper in a math class. That grid paper is like the grid that's formed on the earth, and it's so that we can locate all the different places, and then we can do things like make maps. Today, we actually make digital maps. We have GPS in cars or GPS on your phone to tell you where to go. In fact, airplanes use this to fly from one city to another, from one country to another. They use this kind of a map system that's formed with these lines. So meridian has to do with lines that go from the North Pole to the South Pole all the way around the Earth. Anyway, great thing there. It's going to be 97 degrees today, Lions. Another hot week, a scorching 102 tomorrow, the last time I checked. So there is nothing I can do about that. I wish I had better news for you, but it's beyond me. I can't do anything to change the weather. Teachers, thank you very much for getting your lunch count and attendance in. We really appreciate that. I'm going to talk about the Fall Festival here. So you want to get this bracelet, okay? The Fall Festival is October 11th, so it's coming up pretty soon, another 10, 11 days. And so you want to be able to get all the games, do all the fun things there. All you got to do is get that bracelet. It's going to be $5 if you purchase in advance. If you wait till the day of, it's going to be $7. So save yourself a lot of money. Get that in advance. Fill this out. All money goes to Mrs. Worm or to Mrs. Egger in room 4. Mrs. Worm in the library, Mrs. Egger in room 4. Okay, very good. I wanted to talk also about attendance. So this is an attendance sheet that when you fill it all out, when you get the whole thing colored in, all the letters colored in, you get a Otter Pop party. Now, Mrs. Messick's class just turned this one in, and so you put the date down there, and she had perfect attendance, and you color in the letter. Now, they just finished coloring theirs in. Their last one is 9/27, so they just got done coloring that in. So guess what? Their class is now planning an Otter Pop party. That's right. Otter Pops are delicious. Everybody loves them. They're just nice and frozen, especially on a hot week like this. So my hat goes off to Mrs. Messick's class. Perfect attendance, filling in the sheet, and getting that Otter Pop party. We don't know when the Otter Pop party is going to be, but Mrs. Messick will be working that out with the office so we can make sure that we get those Otter Pops there. So congratulations to Mrs. Messick's class. Very good. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about real quickly is the 3 words of PBIS. Let's do that together, Lions. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Respectful, responsible, safe. Okay, I'm going to talk about being respectful. The words you use with each other, Lions. We've talked about this in the past. I want to talk about it again today. Okay, the words you use are very powerful. They can either hurt or they can heal and lift up. So saying hurtful words to somebody is not good. You want to avoid doing that. You want to say words that are going to be healing to a person or that are going to be uplifting to them, okay? Always try to make your words uplifting and healing, affirming words. We call that affirming somebody, okay? We'll talk more about that later. Okay, let's read a couple of roar cards today. Lexi Curtis in Mrs. Sanchez's class. Lexi has been passing 2 tests every day. Awesome work. Heart, Mrs. Sanchez. Good job, Lexi. Next one is for Alexa Negrete and Mrs. Sanchez. Alexa is always patient and attentive. She listens to instructions before asking any questions. Heart, Mrs. Sanchez. And another one for Mrs. Sanchez for Matthew Herr. Matthew is off to an amazing start in AR for 3rd grade. He has almost earned his 2nd token. Heart, Mrs. Sanchez. Great job, Matthew. All right, very good. Let's look at our birthday for today. Actually, we have 3. Angel Lopez Patino, 10 years old in Mrs. Heather's class. Keelan Velty Brown, 10 years old in Mrs. Cisneros' class. And Henry Xiong, 11 years old in Mrs. Lee's class. Very, very excellent. Today, the last day of the month of September, bean and cheese burrito with house-made salsa rojo. Very good. You're going to have some broccoli, corn, celery, carrots, fresh fruit, and milk. Have all those fruits and vegetables, Lions. That is so good for you. Okay, let's talk about a joke. What kind of a crazy insect would live on the moon? A lunatic. It's pretty good. That word Luna, you might ask about that, okay? All right, let's go ahead and stand for the flag salute. Hats off, hoods off. Hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, great job, Lions. Remember, be here every day. Don't miss school, because when you miss school, that's right, you missed out. Don't miss out. Be here every day, okay? And remember, the world is a different place. The world is a better place because you're in it. So have a great day, Lions, and we'll see you around.